Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and Pokémon Horizons is off to a brilliant start. The new Pokémon anime series commenced its airing last week, and the overall reception of the first two episodes has been very positive. I personally enjoyed the new episodes, and I look forward to seeing how the future of this series unfolds. At the end of the airing of the 1 hour special, we got introduced to our first special preview trailer for the new anime series. Let's explore what was revealed. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show your support, and be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't ready to keep up to date. And without further ado, let's begin. Pokémon Horizons is off to a strong start, and there is a lot of potential for this new anime series. The first two episodes introduced us to Liko, and we gained an understanding about her personality. She obtained her Sprigatito, met her roommate Anne, got accompanied with the Rising Voltaclers, and also encountered a mysterious new Pokémon and the Explorers. Before we jump into the special preview trailer, I want to cover a few pieces of dialogue that were shown during the first two episodes, as there's been some very interesting details that could play a big part later on in this series. Let's explore. Before we begin, the details I'll be discussing are in no particular order. This is just pure speculation. First, let's talk about Gurumin. Nidothing is a character who owns a Quaxly and is an internet personality. Ever since their introduction, viewers have tried to decipher who this character is, including if they are male or female. Popular theories right now imply that viewers think Gurumin is either Ludlow due to the mysterious appearance and also the lack of appearances in certain moments, or either Ione, due to the fact that she too also is a popular internet personality from the Paldea region. There was also the theory of many assuming Anne is Gurumin, but that's automatically debunked without question. So who exactly is this character? Well, at this time, we don't know. The fan subs initially gave us the indication that Gurumin was a female character. However, the subbing team have confirmed that this was just used for their own interpretation, and the gender of Gurumin is still unknown. The female pronoun was only put in there due to the German, Spanish, Italian and Portuguese press reference localized title of Horizons, classing Gurumin as female. So we'll have to wait and see. Furthermore, the Quaxly that Gurumin owns hasn't been confirmed to be the one of the Rising Voltacler's airship, implying that this series has multiple starters owned by multiple main and supporting characters, once again like we've seen in various seasons. Next, we have the confirmed name of the Rising Voltacler ship, this being the Asagi airship. Asagi is also the Japanese name of Olivine City in the Johto region, and also the name of a character of the day in the Pokémon Advanced series that features in episode 152, her dub name being Tiffany. Moving on, we have details about Liko's parents. When settling into her new dorm, Liko mentions to Anne that her mother and father also attended the Indigo Academy. Knowing this, it also brings the question of what possible relation they may have to the Kanto region. Maybe they relocated to Paldea later on in the future, or maybe they just went to the school and are from Paldea themselves, recommending Liko to follow the same footsteps in terms of education. But regardless of that, it's nice to know this little detail. Next up is Gurumin talking about the goal of a Pokemon trainer. Gurumin mentions that Pokemon trainers have the goal of becoming a Pokemon champion. I immediately got excited about this piece of dialogue, because it could open up a lot of possibilities and opportunities if so. Does this mean we will see Liko participate in the potential gym challenge and champion assessment relating to the Paldea region's concept of becoming a champion? Will Liko compete in a Pokemon League during her travels across the Pokemon world? Or will she just have a unique ambition? We've already seen Liko show off massive development within her debut episodes. Even though she is shy and self-doubtful about herself, after learning more about Sprigatito and building a bond with her partner Pokemon, she has built the confidence to battle, take risks, and show happier emotions. Taking this all into account, alongside how she is inspired to learn new things, this could very much give her a path to follow leading to a potential outcome of becoming a trainer with a certain status, or better yet, a Pokemon champion. Now let's talk about the new mysterious Pokemon. During episode 2, we saw Liko's Terra Gem pendant react, revealing a new mysterious Pokemon housed inside of it. Twitter user Delta Onomitami has done a great job at explaining how this Pokemon was revealed. The terrestrial phenomenon is generated by the Terra Orb absorbing the atmospheric energy. With the combination of Liko's jump and Ceruleage's Psycho Cut, this caused atmospheric energy to be accidentally created, and we can see the energy again when the mysterious Pokemon disappears. So what exactly is this new Pokemon? Well, initially, myself and others thought it was a pre-evolution of Terapagos, or better yet, this Pokemon was Terapagos in a more relaxed form. However, it looks like the official press release has confirmed otherwise. The translation states the following: a new Pokemon that appears in the Pokémon Scarlet and Violet hidden treasure of Area Zero has been revealed. This Pokemon has a small body and is not strong, but it seems to have the ability to protect itself in an emergency, with a shield made by crystallizing the energy inside its body. Also, when it senses life-threatening danger, it seems that its head, limbs and tail will retract into its body, giving it a jewel-like appearance, and it will enter a dormant state. Its glittering aura is somewhat reminiscent of the legendary Pokemon Terapagos, but its detailed ecology and name was shrouded in mystery. I've got another video coming up very soon as to what I believe this Pokemon could be, so stay tuned for that. Let's now dive into the preview for episode 3 and the new special preview trailer revealed. The preview for episode 3 starts with us seeing Liko waking up the next day in a dorm of the Sagi airship, implying she stayed with the Rising Volt Tacklers. From what we can see from the room, it seems to be more like a spare storage room. We then get a close-up shot of Liko looking worried, but also determined to get Sprigatito back from the explorers, showing a parallel to her current personality, reckless but also determined. The next frame shows the Rising Volt Tacklers doing their signature handshake, implying that they are ready to work together as a team and get the job done in keeping Liko safe and also retrieving Sprigatito. I really like the dynamic of this team, they all seem very well put together as a group. The next frame shows Amethio accompanied by Konya in a warehouse hideout alongside the captured Sprigatito. From what we can gather from the facial expression, it seems they're worried about time, as the delay in obtaining Liko's pendant is interrupting their plan. It could also be that they show a side that is less threatening, seeing as the way they handle Sprigatito, implying they don't want to hurt the Pokemon, and they're just using it as initial bait to lure Liko and the Rising Volt Tacklers in. Liko, Friede, Captain Pikachu and Murdoch's Rockruff are all then shown chasing Konya down the street, indicating that they have discovered her true identity from her disguise. It could be that this was the plan all along from the explorers, in order for them to track and lure Liko and the gang into their hideout, or maybe we're going to get a comedic moment when they actually understand that Konya failed to disguise herself well enough. As we can see, she also has a Rotom phone. After chasing Konya, Liko and Friede encounter Amitheo again, and Liko is keen to get Sprigatito back, handing forward her Terragem pendant. I reckon with how knowledgeable the Rising Volt Tacklers are of the explorers, that maybe they came up with a plan to fake an attempt of exchanging the pendant for Sprigatito, implying that they too are using it as bait to actually keep both. Friede looks very confident and calm, and I'm sure this is all in relation to him wishing to battle Amitheo again. As for Liko, she is nervous and worried, but I'm sure we'll see her confidence shine again, and I'll elaborate on that later. Round 3 of Friede vs Amitheo is confirmed, as we see Captain Pikachu use double team against Ceruledge again in the hideout. The battles between these two characters already have been amazing, and I really like both of the characters in general. From what we can see in the opening, maybe both Friede and Amitheo will build a rivalry between each other, especially seeing as they're always battling each other as well. Leader against leader from each group. A later scene then goes on to show Liko eventually finding Sprigatito, reuniting with her partner Pokemon. Bless both of them. We then have the special preview trailer, and it mirrors a few scenes from episode 3, showing us Sprigatito after it was captured by the explorers. Liko is shown with the Rising Volt Tacklers as she thinks about her partner Pokemon, showing sad and worried emotions. And we also get a brief flashback of how Sprigatito was captured. Liko is worried and nervous, concerned about the safety of her partner Pokemon. We then see frames of the Rising Volt Tacklers as they continue to travel in hope of retrieving Sprigatito, providing assurance to Liko, and maybe also giving her an insight to what they do as a team. It seems that maybe they are a team that travels to rescue and help other people and Pokemon, hence how that team was formed, alongside all of the Pokemon that have decided to settle on their ship. Orla is then shown opening up a roof of the battlefield with Elekid, Pawmi and Fuecoco. During this time, we see Amitheo and the explorers with Sprigatito, and they hope to draw Liko in closer in order to obtain her Terragem pendant. Frames of the explorers team are then shown within the hideout as they continue to aim to get Liko's pendant, and it seems Xur places some tracking systems or cameras in order to provide visuals for whoever infiltrates the hideout. We then see Captain Pikachu, Friede, Liko and Murdoch's Rockruff working together to try and infiltrate this hideout. It seems Friede is reassuring Liko, and I like this a lot, as we've seen from his personality that he is kind, caring, and he also saved Liko already before. It looks like Rockruff is also using its senses to come in handy for this search. This frame of Xur trying to get around Ludlow is interesting, as we see the fisherman is still on the ship. I don't know if this is leading to a future interaction, but I also have an odd suspicion about Ludlow, and I'll elaborate on that later. We also get confirmation about another battle between Friede and Amitheo, which occurs inside of the hideout, and during this time, Liko splits up with Rockruff to find Sprigatito. I think all of these events will happen during episode 3, because if we look into the next set of frames, this could be in relation to episode 4, as we then skip to Roy's home on the remote island in the Kanto region, including some first impression shots of the dual main protagonist. Roy then meets Liko, who is now in her travel clothes, and introduces the mysterious Pokeball to her. We notice how there is a Fuecoco in the background, and we can also see the Paldea Firestarter eating Aspia and Oran berries. The Quaxley from the airship is shown, and we then see Roy exploring a forest area, while Liko inspects her Terragem pendant, and Roy talks about the mysterious Pokeball to his Rotom Dex. A few nice shots of the dual main protagonists are shown looking at the sunset, and we also get to see both of them looking shocked, before we see a matching shot of Liko using Sprigatito in battle against Amitheo, and Roy supposedly saving a Fuecoco. So we know that Roy will be having a Fuecoco on his team, but how exactly will he obtain this Pokemon? From what we've seen in the episodes and special preview trailer, it could either be that Roy obtains the Fuecoco that's on the Horizon Volt Tackler's airship, or obtain his own through the wild. Murdoch stated that Pokemon such as Fuecoco and the others settled on the ship during their travels, implying no one owns the Pokemon. Knowing this, I think Fuecoco will either leave the ship or get separated temporarily, and then meet Roy, later on befriending him. We can see this as we know Roy will be shown Fuecoco the mysterious Pokeball. It's either that, or maybe he'll just find another Fuecoco during this time. The black shiny Rayquaza is shown, and as mentioned before, I believe this is the Pokemon Roy will aim to challenge or catch correlating to his goal of meeting and challenging Pokemon from the legends, maybe also relating to the mysterious Pokeball. It could also be that Roy actually has the Pokemon in the Pokeball, but you can check out this video to learn more about that. The final frames show Liko on the Asagi ship joining the Horizon Volt Tacklers. This is most likely from episode 3. Roy smiling and spending time with Fuecoco is shown, including some more shots of the Horizon Volt Tacklers soaring through the night, and an ending shot showing a new character that could either be another admin or leader of the Explorers, who has a base that is in a submarine. Now in regards to this new character, he seems to be quite elderly, and the fact we see the submarine makes me begin to question something. Is Ludlow working secretly with the Explorers? What if his fishing rod was also a beacon providing the location of the Horizon Volt Tacklers, hence the lack of appearances on big occasions? Maybe this is why Zer was cautious about encountering him not to make the acquaintance too bait. I don't think Ludlow is on the Explorers team, and in fact, I think he's a character feared by them, maybe having some incredible secret about him that makes him scary. But who knows? Wow. There's so many cool details shown from the first 2 episodes and special preview trailer, and I can't wait to find out more about how this series unfolds. Next week's episodes will showcase the gang taking on the Explorers again in battle, and Liko reunited with Sprigatito, implying that Roy will most likely feature at the end of the episode, or maybe in episode 4. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the first story arc unfolds for both characters, especially seeing as we know both the Terra Gem Pendant and Mysterious Pokeball will receive focus to correlate to these characters. Be sure to stay tuned to find out what happens next in Pokemon Journeys. But why not let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with me, then be sure to follow me on Twitter and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of my social networks on screen and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave it a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.